Gaffer, thank you for joining us. Another away trip coming up as we face Stockport at the weekend. Can I get your thoughts heading into that game?
Yeah, game we want to. We're looking forward to. We want to put obviously last week right. So, you know, we've had a good week in terms of training. The players, you know, we've had some in-depth meetings, some in-depth analysis sessions. Kind of broke down the last result, and the players were really honest. And you know, we know we've got a good group here, but we've also very young, and we know that potentially with a young group that can happen sometimes, and hopefully we won't see too many of them. But the lads have kind of responded really well this week, and I think it's a really good game for us to go into.
Yeah, and I suppose for them it's just a chance to, as you say, put things right. I'm sure they're buzzing to get back out there and try and get back to the way we've been playing in those first few games.
No, exactly right. Listen, you look at the 4 games before the Swindon game, we were being outstanding in all of them games, and you could argue even in the first half against Swindon we were okay. We've had 10 halves of football up to now, and 2 of which I don't think we've done that great in. So certainly the second half of Swindon, that goes without saying, and I think we could have done a lot better in the second half against Salford. So when you look at that, 10 halves of football, 2 of which we've not done great in, that's 80%. Now, if we carry on in that vein, we'll do all right. So we've kind of gone on that front. We've been positive this week. We've had, like I say, we've had a really good week in terms of training, and we've had some good chats, some good meetings, and we feel that Stockport's a really good kind of like game to go into next.
Yeah, and in terms of the opposition that we'll be facing, obviously a side that many were predicting that will be up there at the end of the season. They haven't started in the best of form, but I'm sure we'll be expecting a very tough game there, won't we?
No, they've not started great, but listen, that doesn't matter. They didn't start great last year, but they ended up in the playoffs, like you say. So, we know that they're going to be probably in and around it come the end of the season for sure. Let's hope that their form starts after we play them. But no, we're really looking forward to it. It's kind of no pressure on us in many ways. Little old Crawley going up to Stockport, who'll have a big bumper crowd, I'm sure. And I've got some really good players. We know it's going to be tough, but it's one that we're really looking forward to.
Yeah, and the addition of Lawrence Maguire will only help that, won't it? Another great signing for us and a good addition to an already good defensive lineup.
He's a really good player, Lawrence. He's very good with the football. He's a good defender as well. He gives us that bit of balance because he's left-footed. So let's see if we can include him in the game on Saturday. But we're looking forward to him playing. Like I say, he's a good footballer, and hopefully he can add to what we've already got here.
Yeah, and I'm sure you don't want to give too much away, but how are we looking in terms of sort of injuries and fitness?
Yeah, we're not far off full complement. We've got a couple of longer term ones in Kellen Gordon and Adeyemo, so they're going to be a little while yet, maybe another couple of weeks, and then we're not far away from having a full complement apart from them too.
And finally, obviously, a couple of days left of the transfer window. I'm sure you're going to be very busy throughout the next couple of days, constantly by your phone. Are there any plans in particular?
Never say never. We're always open to try and do something. But if the window was to shut now, would I be happy with what we've got? Yes, I would. But you always want more.
Fair enough. Thank you, Gaffer. Corey, thank you for joining us. Another game coming up this weekend against Stockport. Can I get your thoughts heading into that one?
Obviously, we know that Stockport are going to be a strong team. They were favourites at the beginning of the season to obviously win the league, so we know it's going to be a tough game and stuff like that. But I think obviously today and this week we've really worked hard on the stuff that we need to improve from obviously Swindon. But I think we've got a great chance of going there and winning the game. Yeah,
we spoke to the gaffer beforehand. How's the reaction from the lads been this week? Is it sort of just what went wrong and sort of just look to move on from it as quick as possible?
Yeah, me personally on a personal level, obviously conceding 6 isn't the one that you want to do as a keeper, but come in this week and obviously worked hard with obviously the goalkeeper department, Steve, and stuff like that. But I know that the boys have been really nailing down what went wrong. Obviously done the video analysis and stuff like that, and that was obviously all like flattened over. And then we draw a line under it now, and then we go again. Obviously Stockport, and then so forth.
Yeah, and I suppose the aim is just to get back to playing the way that we have been in those first 4 games, because as the gaffer said before, we have been really impressive, haven't we, so far this season?
Yeah, we played some really good football, and I think that it's really enjoyable to play in as a player. And when you see the boys in front of you doing that and keeping the ball, keeping it moving and playing, it makes my job easier to start with, so I don't have to save as many shots. And then but like the football we've been playing, creating chances and stuff, just need to get 3 points at the end of the games.
Yeah, and how's it been for you, obviously, with this new playing style? Has it been good? Because obviously you're involved a lot more with sort of playing it out from the back, not necessarily picking as many long balls, which we know you can do. How have you been finding it so far?
Funny enough, I actually prefer it. Obviously, growing up, like it's one thing that I worked with Carl, who's here now, Carl Larriman, and I was at Arsenal as a kid. So that was one thing that we always made sure that as keepers we always could do. So I do enjoy the ball at my feet, and playing out is probably one of my biggest strengths.
Yeah, obviously the transfer window's almost at a close. The gaffer's very happy with the squad. How have you found obviously gelling with the lads that have come in so far this season?
Oh yeah, everyone that's joined has been top. Like everyone's been amazing. Putting hard work on the pitch, like day in day out. Also as well, like all good lads in the change. Everyone seems to be like proper good people. So that's the main thing. Obviously, when you're coming into a new club, you obviously want to set a good impression of yourself. Obviously, what I did last year when you're coming in, and it's a new group of boys, it can be difficult. But yeah, I think that everyone here at the moment now it's been top. So good atmosphere.